Today, I want to hit you guys with something coming from a direction almost all of us have experienced, especially if you're using GoPros. Now, as somebody who still uses these GoPro sessions like it's his religion, I don't get this a lot unless I get a really, really hard hit. I can't speak to the newer GoPros because I've never used a 7 or an 8 or any of those other variants. But if you're ever using a GoPro and it quits recording, and inevitably you notice it when you go to pick up your quad, turn it off, and you're like, I'm pretty sure I hit record on that. And when you hit record, it powers on, says it's recovering a file. I'm one of those people, automatically, I get a little tight in the dark places. It's like, I'm pretty sure I've lost that video. So I want to give you two ideas, two things that I know have worked for myself and or other people that will help with that. The first tip that I'm going to give you for trying to recover that file is one that has worked for Chuck It, but has never worked for me. And that would be, take that bad video file and try to pull it into your video editors. My understanding is, and Chuck It's not the only one who's had this work, oftentimes that will recover all but the last couple seconds, 10 to 15 seconds-ish of your proposed lost flight. And if that's the case, then everything that you have is already there. You're probably going to have a really sharp resolution, your sound hopefully is intact, and everything will be there. Now, if you're like me and that doesn't work for you, the other thing you can do, and this has worked for me now 100% of the time, 4 times when I've had this happen, and that is take your video, that bad file, and upload it to YouTube. Set your privacy to just listing or even private, right? Let it upload, let YouTube process it. What I've learned is that YouTube is like the honey badger for video files. It doesn't care. Now, in order to use this, you now need to download that video file to get it back on your computer in a high resolution format, in a high def format. And for that, there will be some links in the description for some of the websites that I've used. It's not as good as having that raw footage, but it's a lot better than having none. If you guys have any other tricks, go ahead and leave them in the comments below for things that have worked for you, things we can look at and evaluate and maybe add to this collection of knowledge for recovering lost video files. As always, guys, want you to fly safe and be smart. Happy crashing.